Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. Let me just get this here. Okay, there we go. Happy Thursday. Hope everyone's doing well. Um so I wanted to do something a little bit different for today's show. As most of you know, if you've been following the channel for a long time, I am an absolutely huge Kiss fan. Um, it's what got me interested in music. It's what got me playing guitar. Like a lot of people, they were sort of the fuse that lit the fire, so to speak. So I've wanted to do a show dedicated to Kiss for a long time, and I finally managed to find a co-host to do the show with. And you all know her. She's got her own channel. She's got her own show, Communication Breakdown. And without any further ado, here's Sandra Picorni. Hey, Sandra, how are you?
Hi, Hack. How are you? I'm good,
Not
thanks.
too bad. Not too bad. Welcome, welcome. Sandra's a little bit nervous, so everybody make her feel at home. I don't know why you get nervous on it.
I don't even think I would be used to it, but no, I get
Yeah, I know.
stomach's churning. It'll be okay in a few minutes, I'm sure. Hello, Chad. Hello, everybody. How you feeling?
Let me go through. We got oh shit, we got 23 people here now. Okay, cool. We say hello to some people. Dave cannot be here, but says hello. Hello, Dave. How are you? Hank Hill, nice for you to pop in. Appreciate that. One of the first guys in here. Dwight Bailey is in here as well. James Severin, nice to see you. Brian Landreth is here. Cool. Fruitcake Tony, hey man, how's it going? Alan Robinson is with us. Awesome. 2019 Chaos Music is with us. Six String Brian is here.
Hello.
Awesome. Daniel Horsley, hey man.
Hi, Daniel.
Nikki Note 6. Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Jimmy Biter is here. Terry Himes, Half Ace. Half Ace has got to be here. He's a Kiss fan. I know that. Rick Hefner is with us.
Hi, Rick.
Quentin James. Okay,
oh, no.
Not a Kiss fan, so.
Oh, dear Lord.
Hey, there's Fender Guru. Hey, buddy. Thanks for being here, man. Dave's Guitar Channel is with us.
Hi, Brian S.
Julie Horsley, welcome. Marco's Images. Awesome. Jack Clark. Cool. Welcome, everybody. Guitar Man 45. Yeah, folks, as we go along here, if you want me, or Sandra, if you have questions and you want myself or Sandra to see them, please tag us at Guitar Hack or at Sandra Picorni, and we'll see those right away. Okay.
Hit the like button. Subscribe down below.
Thanks. That's something I forget to say all the time. Blue is with us. Welcome. All right. Here, Marco's Images. Welcome. All right. Let's talk some Kiss. So, Sandra.
Yes.
What got you into the band? What was the record or the person or whatever? And give me a time frame when you got interested in the band.
Round about 5th or 6th grade. Our friend Jimmy Anglin, we went to grade school with when we would go over there for birthday parties and whatnot. His older brothers all had Kiss records, and they would play the Kiss records, and we would just jam out to Kiss, play games. And
oh, cool. All right. And like, did you become a fan right away, or did it sort of like a bubble?
Yeah, I was like a fan right away.
Okay. So how old are you at this?
I was 10, 11, about that time.
Yeah. That 10, 11, that seems to be the age, eh?
Yep. Yeah.
When you start to like music and stuff. Yeah. So like, was it,
it's about that age you start developing your own taste of what you like. I've always been a fan of music. I started playing piano when I was 4. I've always loved music, but it was usually what my parents listened to or what you heard on what radio stations they listened to. You know, it's about 10 or 11, 12 is when I think when you start, you know, saying, yeah, I'm going to venture out and see what else is out there to listen to. And Kiss was definitely out there. I definitely wanted to listen to more when I heard them.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It's, I remember, when I first heard, for me, it was heavy guitar. When I first heard heavy guitar, like I was like, right. And the first bands I heard heavy guitar were like Bachman Turner Overdrive, which I still love to this day. Yeah. It was Bachman Turner, it was Aerosmith, it was Nazareth, it was, Heart, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah, Heart.
But one a kid came to school one day with a magazine, and it had like, Kiss in it, right? I'm like, who are these guys? Like, oh, they play heavy music, right? And then a friend of mine had one of their records, and it's like it was that marriage of the heavy guitar,
yeah,
and that look, and then at that point you're like 9, 10, same age, right? And I go, holy, wow,
yeah.
So when you first got into them, did you have like a favorite member? Because everybody has a favorite member when they start off. Who is your guy in Kiss?
I liked Ace a lot, and then probably Paul next.
Ace and Paul, yeah.
Yeah. And then Peter, and then probably Gene.
Poor Gene.
It's so unfair to like him last.
So what were the
I guess when I was that age, his tongue scared the shit out of me. So it's like, yeah, keep him far away.
Yeah, there's half face. Hey, Curly. Yeah.
Hey, half face.
So
Metal Soda, what's up?
Hey, Metal Soda's in here. Hey, man. Okay, Ian Luckett has joined us. Awesome.
Hey, Ian. How are you?
Paul Lou is with us.
Cool. Blackjack Guitar Nuts here.
Oh, awesome. Blackjack Guitar Nut. Welcome, everybody.
Paul Lou.
So what was the first record that you got?
The first was probably Animalize.
Oh, that was way later on then.
Yeah, this live one I didn't get until just a few years back. I found it in a thrift store, I think. And I was like, oh, yeah. And it was all there, and the records are in great shape. So yeah, I snatched it up for like $1.25 or something like that.
Yeah.
But the first one I ever bought was a cassette tape, and it was Animalize. And I, practically wore that thing out.
Yeah. So Animalize would have been, okay, I'm going to guess. I'm going to say 82 or 83. That was Animalize.
Yeah, around somewhere in there, yep.
Yeah, and the big song on that was Heaven's on Fire. That was the hit. Yeah. And
yeah, MTV just, around the clock played that video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Was there it was Heaven's on Fire, and then there was oh shit, I can't think of that other song. There was a second video that came off of that, but it didn't do nearly as well on that record. I'm blanking on the name of the second song.
Help us out, chat.
Yeah. Passion getting closer. I got the song, everything but the name. Anyways, did you?
You're not helpful at all.
Thrill, thank you. Half Face, Thrills in the Night. That's the song. Yeah, that was the second. Yeah, and did actually that Animalized? Did you see the? That's when they showed that concert they did in Detroit on MTV with Bruce Kulick. Did you see that show when it came out? It actually became like a DVD.
It's a DVD, yeah.
Or a VHS at the time. It was a VHS release of that concert.
Yeah, not on MTV. I didn't, but the DVD, yes.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Yeah, and that was like Bruce Kulick's first full official tour as a member of Kiss.
I liked Bruce with Kiss. We were talking about Carnival of Souls earlier, and he does most of the work on that album, if not all of it, I think. If I remember correctly. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm old. Give me a break.
Well, what was so that was your first record, but what did you get a chance to see them live?
I've seen them live twice. Once with makeup, once without. Both shows were phenomenal, and that was probably both of those shows were probably 25, 30 years ago now.
25, 30. Okay, so you're talking
in the late 80s, early 90s, somewhere in there.
Okay, so if you saw them on the reunion tour, that was 96.
Without makeup.
Oh, no. Without makeup. Okay, they put the makeup back on in 96. Okay. Hey, Crowbar, how's it going? Bobby Clipper, welcome. So you saw them on the reunion tour then?
I saw them, twice, with makeup and without. And both times it was they were here in Wisconsin. One time I was at Camp Randall Stadium, which is really cool.
Okay, so what
years exactly? I don't remember. I wish.
Well, what was the record that was out? And I'll tell you what non-makeup. Do you remember what record was it? Was it the Revenge Tour?
I think it might have been. Yeah. Yes, it was. Thank you.
Revenge Tour? Was it like? Did they have like the Statue of Liberty in the back? Like this?
Come on, man.
Or was it the Sphinx? Then if it was the Sphinx, then it was the High Shades Tour.
I don't remember Sphinx now.
You don't remember Sphinx? Then it was probably the Revenge Tour. Yeah.
Kids, don't do bad drugs.
That tour did really badly. Actually, they cut that tour short. They weren't making any money on that. That sort of prompted the, Then they did did you go? They did that thing before the reunion tour, where they did a convention tour, and they went to all these. They had these Kiss conventions and all these hotels and in their big grand ballrooms, and they were charging $100 a head. Did you check any of that out? No. So they came to Toronto, right? And it was $100, and it was an all-day Kiss thing, right? Kiss convention.
That doesn't seem too bad for $100.
Well, this is about $100, but this was 1990. What was this, about 95?
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay. So I guess that's back then. That was good.
It was good. It was good. It's right around the time that the Kissology book had come out too, right? Anyway, so they had
Did you ever buy that? I thought it was kind of like do you have it? Okay.
I have it, and everyone has signed it.
Oh, nice. Very nice. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone has signed it. I even got Bill Aucoin to sign it. I got Bill Aucoin. I got Sean Delaney.
Bill Aucoin, he passed, didn't he?
Sean Delaney's passed away. Bill Aucoin's passed away. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because the reason I mean, I've
stuck here. I'm in Madison, Wisconsin. Madison, the capital.
One of the reasons, no worries. One of the reasons why I've met or run into so many past and present members of KISS is we had all through the 90s, we would have these, like the convention I was just describing was an official KISS convention, but we used to have unofficial KISS conventions, and it would be downtown, and they would be all day, and they'd have all kinds of vendors and stuff, and they would always invite guests, and guests were people that were associated with the band.
Sure.
So, I mean, I met Peter Criss. Vinnie Vincent was there 1 year. Ace Frehley was there 1 year, and that's the year I missed. And that's Ace is like the only guy that I haven't actually talked to in KISS, believe it or not.
Okay, I believe it.
and then like Bruce Kulick and John Corabi were there 1 year. Mark St. John, who passed away as well, right?
Yeah.
I actually spoke to Mark St. John. So I
did.
all these guys, they would get all these guys, and then they would interview them and stuff, and you could talk to them, and if you want to get autographs and all that kind of stuff.
That would be cool as hell.
And Bruce Kulick used to come to them all the time.
Nice.
I'd see Bruce Kulick every year, right? It's like he was always doing these conventions.
And how was he with the fans? Was he?
Okay, so of all the guys in KISS, the one I've spent the most time with and met the most times is Bruce Kulick. And Bruce Kulick is he's a nice guy. He's got zero tolerance for bullshit though. Like zero, like no patience, right? So if you talk to him straight, you're okay. If you're legitimate, you're okay. But he doesn't suffer idiots. That's the impression I got from him, right? Because like especially the one time he's with Grand Funk now, right? He's been playing with Grand Funk now for actually longer. He's been with Grand Funk longer than he was with KISS at this point.
Right.
And he was playing at a casino north of me here, and I went there with somebody else, and he was there to buy a guitar off him that he played that night and all this kind of stuff. And the guy I was with took his guitar, and he was doing like a guitar lesson with Bruce, and I mean he couldn't play to save his life. And anyway, but so and you know, Bruce is like showing it, and he's trying to play, and the guitar he's using doesn't even work properly, right?
Oh, no, right.
So you could see the frustration kind of on Bruce a little bit. He's like, you know, he's wasting my time.
Right. Yeah.
But, yeah, kind of like. But he was a nice guy. Hung out, you know, and then after the show, he invited us, you know, to shoot the shit with him at the bar later that night. So it was
Very cool.
He's a good guy. Okay.
Hi, Gary.
Oh, Gary's in here. Hey, Gary, how are you? Justin Cox in Utah. Welcome.
Janice. Hi.
Janice is here. Thrash is here. Welcome. Brad Miller.
Thrash.
Hugh Caldwell.
Hi, Brad. Hey, Hugh.
If anyone's got any questions. Oh, there's Meryl J. There's Gary.
Hi, Meryl J.
Yeah, if anyone's got questions, please tag us in the chat. All right. Okay, so you saw the Revenge tour, and then you saw the reunion tour.
Yes.
When that was with the original guys, right? That was like the reunion before they.
Yeah.
That was the original 4. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I would like to see them again, you know, in recent times, but who knows what's going to happen.
So I saw them last April.
Nice.
Or was it this year, April? No, last year, April. And I will never see them again.
Is it because of Tommy Thayer or?
Oh, no. I've seen them with Tommy Thayer now. Holy shit. The Sonic Boom tour here and at Cobo Hall. No, sorry, Live 35, Cobo Hall. Oh, man. I've seen it with Tommy Thayer probably 5 times. And then a casino here they played. Yeah, I've seen him with Tommy Thayer probably about 5 times. I don't have like, you know, the thing is, it's like, you know, as much as people bitch, you know, like the Tommy Thayer thing, when Paul could still sing, right?
Right.
And they had Tommy Thayer, like when they did the Live 35, which at this point would have been, how many years ago now? Live 35, so 75. So I'll be like 2010. That would have been around
2008.
Oh, was that 2008, the Live 35?
Yeah.
So
and then Sonic Boom right after that in 2010.
Yeah. So
I got notes, people.
so like the Live 35, that tour, and the record was out too at that point. They'd released Animal. Is it Animal after Sonic Boom? Yeah. Or no, it's not Animal, is it? What came after Sonic Boom? Why am I blanking on the name of that record?
Kiss Rocks Vegas.
No. Somebody in the chat will Monster. Thank you, Half Face. Animal's a song. I'm getting confused with that song. Anyways,
Hellface for the win.
Yeah. So that record, when that like Paul was still singing okay, and then they had Tommy Thayer. So what I was gonna say was I'm okay with Tommy Thayer because if they didn't have Tommy Thayer, I wouldn't be able to see Paul perform anymore, right?
Sure.
You know? So that's okay. But now I won't see them again. It's not because of Tommy Thayer. It's because Paul can't sing anymore. And he hasn't been able to sing. Oh, man, it's probably over. It was a slow deterioration. But when the Live 35, he was still belting it and he was nailing it. But I would say within the last 5 years, especially 5 to 7 years, his voice has gone really, really, like, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I do.
It's like,
yes, I do.
You know what I mean? You don't want to see your heroes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do. I know exactly what you mean.
It's like, man, you were like the best, for me, one of the best frontmen in rock. And now you can't do it. Like,
it's like watching David Coverdale now. He just can't hit them notes like he used to. There's quite a few of them, actually. Don Dokken, just can't sing like he used to. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
I'll tell you, it's. I mean, and this is gonna sound stupid, but like I'm a huge Judas Priest fan as well, and and when I saw Judas Priest the last time I saw them, which wasn't too long ago, we're only talking 2 or 3 years ago. It's when they unfortunately I only found out after that Glenn Tipton didn't make that tour, and so I was a little bit disappointed because
sure.
but anyways, but Rob Halford, man, when he was hitting those notes, and I'm telling you, and you want, I'm there with a buddy of mine, and we're like, you would have seen 2 grown men crying like babies because Rob Halford hit that note. I kid you not.
Right? Yeah. Sure. Absolutely.
But and I tell you, we were not alone. I looked around, guys were wiping their eyes because Rob Halford we're still doing it, But when I see a guy like Paul Stanley, and I'm telling you, like one of the shows I saw at a casino up here, it was embarrassing. He was addressing the crowd, and his voice was already cracking. He hadn't even sung a note yet.
Oh
yeah, it sounded like a 13-year-old.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it was sad. It was really, really sad. Okay, we had a question here or comment. 29K Chaos Music. Guitar Hack, did you saw in the 80s Kiss in the Arm? Yeah, that was the Creatures of the Night tour. And that was the first tour with Vinnie Vincent. Yeah. So so that's kind of a funny story, that whole Creatures of the Night period. So Ace Frehley was on the cover of that record because they just got a new record deal with Polygram, and they didn't want Polygram to know that they lost Ace because there was an agreement, a clause that they had to have at least 3 original members, and when Ace left, they lost a shit ton of money. So, and they kept that alive for a while. They also kept that because after that they also did, or before that I should say, they did the Killers record, and Ace appeared on that, although Ace did not play on that as well. And then they did the Creatures, and then finally when they went on a tour, Ace ain't coming. And they even did press with Ace for Creatures of the Night. They went all over Europe, did like a press tour with Ace. And Ace is just pretending like he's playing, like, because they're lip syncing and all these on these shows. And he's like, yeah, you never played a note on the friggin' record. And then when they went on tour, that's when the Vinnie years started.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I remember you mentioning Vinnie. So since we're on the topic of Vinnie, what is your relationship with Vinnie or your experience with Vinnie Vincent?
Well, he was on the real Vinnie Vincent was on Facebook for a while, and he was in the Kiss group, Kiss Army with Kev Stewart. We talked about that earlier too.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, my last broadcast was the guy who actually owns that Facebook page. But that's how Vinnie and I became friends. That's how I met Marilyn Manson, through that Facebook. I Mini Kiss through that Facebook group.
Right.
I've met quite a few people in that group, and so we were Facebook friends for quite a few years. And then he started drinking and got into some trouble with the law, and so friendship kind of drifted apart. I mean, as a guitarist and an artist, I respect the hell out of him, but he really needs to get his personal shit together. Well, Vinnie, if you're watching, get your shit together.
He came out of hiding about a year ago, and he did.
I saw something on YouTube about him, the Kiss Vaults, or am I?
Well, yeah, he came
right?
out of hiding. He did a Kiss convention in Atlanta, and then he was supposed to do a show and sell tickets and bailed. Then they were going to have another show that sold tickets, and he bailed. And he also a lot of people went, and I think it's a box set or something that he's been promising forever, and a lot of people pay in advance, and not getting their money back. That's for sure.
Yeah, get your shit together, Vinnie.
There's a lot of dicey stuff with Vinnie, and now he's disappeared again. He's disappeared again. Yeah,
he's disappeared again now.
Yeah. So he came out of the shadows and then crawled back under. Yeah.
It's wasted talent, and that's a damn shame.
Well,
if he can I heard his playing, you know, like you said, he did that convention, and I think there's YouTube videos of it or something recent of Vinnie playing somewhere, and it's wow, you know, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah, the thing, like, my take on Vinnie was,
get your shit together.
At the time when he came in, right? Like, you know, I like his input on the songwriting, I thought was really cool, right? Like they wrote some good songs with Vinnie.
Oh yeah,
okay,
his own band, you know, great band.
That Lick It Up record, you know, had some good, and he had a lot of co-writes also on Creatures, but his guitar tone I thought was horrible, and I never liked his lead playing at all. Like, but his songwriting ability, that's the part of it I liked. Apparently he could sing quite well, but he never really sang any leads on Kiss, so I don't know.
Did you like his Pink Jackson?
Not really.
Chad, leave it in the if you liked his Pink Jackson, leave a comment.
29 Chaos Music is saying Guitar Hack, nice show. It was when the drum solo and the cannon fired. Yeah. And then because they were hard up on money, they went out on the Lick It Up tour and used the exact same stage with the exact same cannon. So they were hurting for cash back then. Yeah, folks, if you've got any Kiss questions or comments, or this is an all Kiss show. This is for you Kiss addicts out there. Let me know. Fire them in. Yeah.
Hit the thumbs up.
Oh yeah, hit the thumbs up. All that.
Subscribe.
Subscribe. Yep.
There's 45 watching and 26 likes. Come on.
Come on.
What the?
It was a tank. Yeah.
What the fetch?
Yeah. So
smash that thumbs up.
I think off-air was asking you about records, and you were mentioning that you really like the Carnival of Souls record.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that record was the last record with it's the last non-makeup record that they did. And they recorded it, and then they sat on it for over a year because the reunion tour started and the MTV Unplugged and all that kind of stuff. And I didn't want to confuse people because they're like, well, what version of Kiss is this? Is this the Ace and Peter, or is this the Eric and Bruce, right? And that record, and there's everybody and their nephew had that bootleg. I had that bootleg, and I
have it on my truck.
on that tape, right? Yeah. And and that record was Bruce Kulick's first lead vocal on I Walk Alone.
Very nice. My favorite song off that album would be Rain. So when this show is over, check it out on YouTube. Rain, Carnival of Souls.
Yeah. I Will Be There is a nice Paul song he wrote for his son Ethan on there as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great album.
Yeah, it's got its moments. It's very dirgy sounding. It's like it came out at the time of, Alice in Chains. They were basically going for that sort of Soundgarden, Alice in Chains kind of feel. That's basically what they were trying to do there. Metal Soda, who came first, Vinnie or Bruce after Ace was gone? It was Vinnie. So Kiss guitarist, it was Ace Frehley. Then after Ace, it was Vinnie. Then after Vinnie, it was Mark St. John.
Yep.
Then after Mark St. John, it's Bruce Kulick, and now it's Tommy Thayer. Yeah, that's it. The guy that was the last.
However, we did mention earlier Bob Kulick played on.
Yeah, you want ghost guitar players? Yeah, Bob Kulick.
The one album, yeah.
Bob Kulick did the Kiss solo records. He did all this. He did Paul's solo record, and then he did a lot of all of side 4 of Alive except for the Ace song, and then he did Killers as well. Those 4 songs off of Killers, the original songs. The rest were the greatest hits. Yeah.
All right.
Headstock Aram, welcome. Started with Lick It Up. Okay.
Chad, put your favorite Kiss song in the comments.
Did I not say Alive 2? Dave's correcting me. I thought I said Alive. Side 4 of Alive 2. Alive 2, I mean. Yes. The L Studio side, yes.
Thank you.
Lick It Up with Vinnie Save Their Butts. I hate to admit it, but it is true. Yeah, that Lick It Up record.
Yeah, Brian, you're right.
That absolutely saved their ass.
Sure did.
Yeah. Hey, Ricky Compton, how are you? Oh, all right. So Dave is telling lies. He's saying that the best Kiss song is Love Her All I Can. So I can't agree with that. What's your favorite Kiss tune? I think you mentioned a few.
Mine?
Yeah.
Burn Ditch Burn. Another weird one. But yeah. That's, I don't know why. And Lonely as a Hunter I like that song a lot.
Yeah, so these are all Animalized songs. Yeah.
It's, it's a great album.
That's the one you're know them best. Carnival of Souls is Revenge too, without Bob Ezrin. I don't know if I agree with that, Half-Face.
Yes,
it's a lot different than Revenge, man. Revenge is still a rock record. They were not grungy sounding. Going Blind. Going Blind is a great song. Going Blind is on it's on Hotter Than Hell.
Much in You, God Gave Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
100,000 Years.
Going Blind is a song that Gene wrote before he was in Kiss with Steve Cornell, who got in big trouble a few years back, which I will get into. But yeah. And they based that song off a mountain song, something's Western. Anyways, it's I'm really forgetting my names today. We got Watching You. We got Deuce. Yeah, Deuce is great. Deuce is the song that Ace auditioned for, with Kiss. When he went to audition for them, they're like, "We're gonna play this thing. It's in A. Play and just come in." And then Ace played every lick he knew, and he got the job. And he auditioned right after Bob Kulick for that gig, and he got the gig, and Bob did not. So, Cold Gin. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, how many people in the chat has Ace influenced you to start playing guitar, or someone you know? Everybody. Ace influenced everybody.
The best Kiss tune is Anthrax playing Love Her All. Yeah.
Well, then it could be Pantera playing Cold Gin, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good. How many folks in here has Ace been an influence or got you playing? I mean, for me, like
Crowbar says Ace influenced him to drink and drive.
Theme for an Imaginary Western. Thank you, Jack Clark. Yes, that's what Going Blind. That's what inspired that song. Half-Face says She. That's a good song. Get God of Thunder. Ian Luckett says they encouraged him to wear spandex. That's cool.
Everybody's mentioning the Eldors or Phantom.
Ace wants me to never wear full face makeup, says Jeff Miller. How many Les Pauls did Ace sell? Oh shit, I don't know.
Right on.
Oh, Bent Thomas here. Hey, Bent.
And says he wasn't allowed to listen.
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah.
Rocket Ride.
That's a great song. Yeah, that's a great song. I was already playing guitar when I started hearing Kiss. That was in 1974. Yeah.
Who was that? Oh, Guitar Man.
Guitar Man 45. How in hell? The production wasn't very good. Ace was in the control room. Gene and Paul were in the main room. And Paul was in the closet. Ah. How many
did Ace burn?
Hey, welcome, Edwin Crane. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I was saying this the other day. So if you're of like not not my generation, the 50s, but the guys who play music that are like in their 60s and such. If you watch any interview with them, and the question is, what got you interested in music, what got you playing, they always say the same thing. It's watching the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, right? That's what gets them going. It's like, all these guys, right? Like all these older bands, like the Journeys and the Aerosmiths and all these older bands are all going to mention the Beatles on Ed Sullivan, right?
Absolutely, yep.
But if you ask like guys that are 10 years younger, so like our generation, like the bands of our age group, right? What got you playing music? And I'll bet you for the 70s kids, it's seeing Kiss on the Paul Lynde Halloween special, right?
Yep.
That's the Ed Sullivan right? That's the new Ed Sullivan, right?
There's clips of that on YouTube.
Oh yeah, all over it. And I mean, or if not that show, just Kiss, right? It's what got a lot of people. And I mean,
Kiss cartoons,
all with Kiss comic books, like all these folks, Lenny Kravitz, all the like Dimebag Darrell's got an Ace tattoo on him, doesn't he?
Yeah, right? And he had their faces on his guitar, and huge Kiss fan, and definitely Ace was a major influence on his playing.
Yeah, him.
Ace and Eddie are who influenced Dimebag.
Ace and Eddie, right? A lot of these guys. Sebastian Bach is a huge. I used to see Sebastian Bach at Kiss shows all the time.
Yeah,
you couldn't miss him because he's a tall blonde guy. He'd always have this.
He's a big dude. Yeah,
standing right in the middle, screaming his ass off with fist in the air. Like
he's giant size. He's like a Bigfoot, really.
Yeah, he's a big guy, right? So I see him at the Kiss shows all the time, and like there's, I think that they were, for people our age, probably one of the biggest reasons why most of them decided to pick up a guitar and start playing.
Oh, for what they were at that time, they were, like greatest band on the planet.
Oh yeah. Well, they won the Gallup poll for the biggest, most popular group in was this 76 or 77 Gallup poll. They were voted the best, most popular band ahead of, the other big juggernauts at that time, like the Led Zeppelins, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's up, Doc is here. Welcome. Brian S. says, if Ace wasn't a guitar player in Kiss, would the band still have caught on? I say yes. But Ace would be interested once the show was over. I think, if we talk about Ace for a minute, a lot of people shit on Ace, right? Well, people shit on Kiss, right? Period. But I mean, Ace isn't that good a player and all of this kind of stuff. And I mean, is Ace technically a good player? No. Does Ace play anything exotic in crazy technique or anything? No. But what does Ace have? Ace does a hell of a lot with very little. He's got a really.
He does.
Oh man, he's just got all his leads. I mean, any Kiss record, I'll go as far as Unmasked. His solos are all singable classic solos. They're all memorable, man. They're all they're just really, really, really good, and they're all catchy. They're literally like little songs within songs. So when you're listening to the songs, you look forward to the solo because it elevates it to the next level. That's what a guitar player is supposed to do. And Ace was that in spades. Ace has got a very distinctive feel, a very distinctive touch. You can play the Ace notes and you can play them, but you can't, it's almost impossible to get that feel and that technique. Now, people bitch about Ace now, oh, he can't play. Yeah, well, the guy's 70. Hello. I mean, you can't compare 70-year-old Ace to 25-year-old Ace. I mean,
no.
But I tell you, he was a super influential guitar player for me, man. And one thing I got from Ace is play to the song. And Ace always played to the song. It's not like I got 30 seconds to show, this crazy technique. It's like, no, he plays to the song. And I always preferred guitar players like that. It's more the George Harrison school of guitar playing,
Yeah.
Or the Jimmy Page school of guitar playing. You know what I mean? Where you play to the song. And
yeah, you're not going to hear a bunch of over and over and over and over. I mean, it's just been done to death.
Yeah, I mean, and Ace solos. If you're not familiar with Ace Frehley solos, listen to "Shock Me." I would say "Shock Me," "Strange Ways" is killer. Holy shit! What else? "Parasite."
Parasite.
Oh man, like there's too many. I mean, it's just fantastic lead playing.
Black Diamond is a good tune.
How or why did Ace leave Kiss? Headstock Harem. So Ace, it all started kind of around the time of the Elder record. So, they did the Dynasty thing, and then they did the Unmasked thing, and Ace actually got a lot of songs on Unmasked, and he I think that record he had more songs on than, if I'm not mistaken, all of the Kiss records of the original ones. But so what happened was then he wanted to do a heavy rock record, and the guys wanted to do Elder, and he was against it big time. And to kind of quiet him and make him happy, they actually did some of the recording at his studio that he had built for himself in his house in Connecticut. And they had Bob Ezrin, and Bob Ezrin was at that point Bob Ezrin was coked out of his mind. So that's why another reason why that record was kind of the way it turned out the way it did. But yeah, he absolutely hated the record, and he was miserable. And they kept egging him on to stay on, and then and then he started doing a little more of this and more drugs and everything else, and
no good.
And that was kind of it. He couldn't handle going back on tour and going out with them. They did talk him into doing a press tour, I was saying, for the Creatures record, although he didn't play on it.
Yeah.
And so contractually he kind of kept them dangling, and then he basically said if he didn't quit Kiss, he would have killed himself. That's when he was doing the crazy DeLorean stuff, and they was chasing him down the wrong way highway.
Oh, geez, yeah.
That was all around that time, right? So
right.
And then when he quit them, he just nothing came out from Ace in a long time, because he just he sunk pretty deep. So hopefully that answered your question.
Fruitcake asks, wants to know what you think of Tommy Thayer as a player.
I think he's really good. I think he plays Ace stuff pretty good, but
I would agree with that.
Yeah, he does Ace pretty good. He does Ace better than Ace, and what I mean by that is with higher precision and more accurate. Like, he's not as sloppy.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
But when I listen to Tommy Thayer on New Kiss recordings, and I'm listening to Tommy Thayer solos, they don't hit me like the Ace solos did. And he's playing the same pentatonic style, the same sort of vocabulary as Ace, but it's not
the same.
It's not the same. Yeah.
Okay, chat, put your favorite Ace solo in the comments.
Yeah, that's a good question. Your favorite Ace solo? I have zero use for Scab.
He's great at faking Ace. Brian S., you're just full of piss and vinegar, aren't you? Just full of piss and vinegar, aren't you? Stir the pot. Stir the pot.
Stir the pot. Stir that pot, boys.
We love you anyways. So.
Fender Guru, I Was Made for Loving You. That's your favorite Ace solo. That's a very short, a very brief one. I actually covered that song. I had to learn that solo. Again, I don't play it as good as Ace. I like any solo where the cherry bombs go off and smoke comes out of the guitar, but I don't know any of the songs. Yes. Depending on the tour, that would have early on that would have been Shock Me. Later on, that would have been 2000 Man. Yeah, Metal Soda, Shock Me. Yeah,
they are great to see live. Just a fantastic show. Flying all over.
Fire. Brian S. He's saying the whole tag out on Let Me Go Rock and Roll on Alive. Yeah. Tommy was great in Black and Blue. I've never heard any Black and Blue. I'm sure he was. I mean, he's a great player.
He is.
You know.
I prefer Firehouse.
Firehouse and Cold Gin for solos.
Cold Gin for solos. Yeah.
Hey, welcome, Damage 262. There's a new name to the channel.
Wow.
Like and subscribe.
Hello, hello. Jack Clark. Hello, hello.
Cold Gin. Even.
Yeah. Cold Gin's, that would be a good choice.
Tommy doesn't phrase Ace like Ace. Ace has that vibe. Exactly, Jack. Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for tuning in, 2019 Chaos Music.
Thanks for being here, man. Take care.
Leave a like on your way out.
Yeah, be cool. Half Face says 100,000 years. Yeah, that one's cool.
Yep, I would agree with that one too. Yeah, there's a lot of them.
You know, I'm gonna have to say Strange Ways. Strange Ways is just killer. It's a killer solo. You know, it's probably the heaviest song they've ever done. It's the closest thing to Black Sabbath they've ever done. You know, if any, you know, folks, do yourself a favor. Even if you're not a Kiss fan, pull up Hotter Than Hell, listen to Strange Ways. It's Peter Criss singing with a really heavy riff. It's very sludgy. That's because of the production. But Ace's solo is absolutely stellar.
If Kiss was to be doomed, there you go.
Yeah.
You know, they would look good as a doom band, even.
As a doom band?
Sure. If Kiss was doom.
Yeah, actually, yeah. You know what? Well, what? Not Paul.
But to change a star to something else.
Yeah, yeah. Like lightning bolts or something.
Sure.
Brian says Peter was the best singer, hands down. I disagree. Paul's the best singer in Kiss. Listen to Paul Stanley's solo record. Every song he's singing on that is killer. Again,
I would
just opinions.
Yep.
Just opinions. Yeah. Yeah, Deuce is a great solo too. Deuce is really good. Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
Chase Ombre, hello.
So what do you think, Sandra, now that this COVID's going on and they had to pause their tour, do you think they're done? You think they're actually come back and pick it up again?
Yes, I think they will. Have you ever known them to be completely done?
You know, they should have been done.
They should have been.
At least I'd say minimum 10 years ago.
Yeah. But they're still out there having a ball, making money, doing what they love.
I know.
I mean, good for them. And they're still drawing huge crowds. Good for them.
They are still drawing really. I mean, listen, when I saw them in last April, their opening act was a guy who could paint a portrait in like 15 minutes. That was their opening act. In other words, they could have had a monkey up there. Nobody gave a shit. They were all there to see Kiss.
Right.
So in other words, the opening act meant nothing. You know, we're all there to see Kiss, and you know they had it was a hell of a production. I mean, visually it was stunning and all that, but you know, for somebody like myself who's been around in this, I mean, I saw my first Kiss show in '79. I've seen Kiss. It's over 20 times at least or more. And
that's so cool.
It breaks my heart.
I suppose.
I watch them and it breaks my heart, man. It just does. You know, I can't do it. It's painful. It's painful to watch your like
your heroes.
Yeah. Paul Stanley. Like, I mean, I love Ace, right? For me, it's Ace and Paul, right? Like for as far as like songwriting and being like the whole rock star frontman. I mean, there's not a lot of guys that could have touched Paul in his prime.
That's true.
And now to see what Paul has become.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, man, like, you know, just pack it in, you know, maintain a little bit of grace. You know what I mean? But people don't care. Like, I mean, you know, but if you don't know any better, it's like, oh, it's Kiss. Oh, you know. But for old fans like myself that have been around for...
It's like going to see Motley Crue now. Vince Neil is struggling, man.
It's painful.
It's very painful, yes.
You know, like, you know, yeah. I mean, he's out there and, you know, and he's singing every third word and he's out of key. And I mean...
Or letting the crowd sing most of the song.
Yeah.
You know, the crowd participation, yeah.
You know, like, and I know, I mean, and the thing
more than usual.
And it's gonna, you know what, and it's always gonna be the singers. It's always gonna be the singers that are gonna lose their ability. I mean, guitar players they can, you know, I mean, unless, you know, Alex Lifeson was already starting to get arthritis, like they'll, you know, but for the most part, they can go longer. But it's the voice, right?
Yep.
So, but if you've got, like, I mean, there's some freaks of nature out there, like Glenn Hughes is a freak of nature. That guy can still sing his ass off, right?
Yeah, he can.
You know, Rob Halford is almost a complete freak of nature, right? Because he can still do it, you know.
King Diamond, freak of nature. He's still doing it.
You know, so as long as he can still do it, God bless him. But you know what? If you can't, all you're doing to me is you're
prolonging the inevitable,
demeaning your legacy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's all you're doing.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to answer your question, no, I don't think they're done. I really don't.
No, you know what? I hate to. I would love that they'd like, yeah, you know what, we had a good run, but I know that they'll keep going.
Yeah.
You know, and they what kills me too is they're the biggest freaking hypocrites, because when they were doing the, you know, the reunion tour, oh, you know, yeah, you know, we you know, this, or the last Kiss and all that, yeah, we don't want to stay too long at the party, you know, we don't want to be out there longer than we should. Yeah,
right. And now they're doing exactly what. Yeah,
they're doing everything they said they would.
They're turning into the very thing they said they never wanted to be.
They're a caricature of themselves. You know. Yeah. Anyways, okay. Pavarotti was great even in the '60s. Training and no drugs. That's the answer. Yep. Fruitcake.
Don't smoke.
You're the only one that did Gene's vocals. No, I think Gene. I like Gene's voice actually. You know.
Yeah.
You deserve to give yourselves a round of applause. Let's go.
Oh,
that's a direct quote from Alive.
Thank you.
That's Paul Stanley. Yeah. Well, we're rounding out the hour here. If anyone's got any questions or comments that they want to make about Kiss, or in the meantime, Sandra, why don't you tell us all about your show? Because Sandra has her own show, and actually, I have your link below in the description, which I should have mentioned earlier. So, go ahead, Sandra. Tell them about your show.
Tune into my channel. Links, like you said, down below. It is The Communication Breakdown. Saturdays, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, except for this Saturday, there is no show because it's a holiday and happens to be Ricky and I's 11th anniversary. So July 11th, we will be live again with our special guest, poet and bassist Billy LaJoy. There's a post on my community tab where you can find his links for his Facebook and his YouTube. Go check him out. He's going to be on the show. My co-host is in the chat, my brother, Gary Thalander. Love you, dude. And yeah, Saturdays, 6 p.m. Central, be there.
There you go. So check out Sandra's channel. And folks, if you want to help support this channel, I've got links below as well. Or do I? I don't even
click
know
them.
Links. Do I get links
They're
below?
right there.
Are they there? I don't even know if they're there.
Well, on YouTube, they're down there.
On the YouTube, they're down there? Oh, cool.
Sure, they got a like button in this.
I got that. Yeah.
Yep, your links are there. Go click them, people.
All right, go click them. Yes.
Get to clicking.
T-shirts, we got mugs, we got all that summery stuff. I'm like the worst pitch man. Yeah, just down there, just get the stuff. Yeah. There's also follow me.
Go check out the merchandise.
Check out the merch. There's my Instagram and my Facebook is down there as well. And there's also a PayPal if you'd like to help the channel. All of that is much appreciated by the hack. Okay. Yeah. Half-face. Yeah, I was talking to someone backstage before, and they said, you people, you like to drink a lot of tequila. That's how Paul Stanley raps from Alive. There's actually a YouTube video of all the Paul Stanley raps. It's hilarious. All the shit that he says between songs. It's funny as hell. Ian Luckett, you may have already said earlier, but will they continue the tour after the crash? I'm afraid I would prefer they don't, but I would prefer they packed it in 10 years ago. But Sandra thinks they will continue, and I unfortunately agree with her. I think they're going to keep doing it. Yeah, which is really, really sad. But they will probably keep going. Yeah. Hack on the gram. Yeah.
Hack-swag down below. Yep.
This is Gene Simmons from Kiss.
For a nominal fee.
For a nominal fee, yeah. Thanks. Great show. Kiss needs more love over here. Yeah, in the UK, it's funny. Like the record that did best in the UK is the one that did not do so hot over here, and that was the Crazy Nights record, and that was bigger over there than it was here in North America. But the whole makeup era thing never really hit as hard in the UK as it did in North America in their heyday.
No, yeah, people were nuts over Kiss.
Oh, Bobby Lopes was he wants an ace. Okay. Just this for Bobby. How was I? There you go, Bobby.
Bobby, you're awesome.
Jeff Miller, once wearing my Guitar Hack shirt at a winery in Oregon, a guy called me across the room. Hey, Guitar Hack, you want to talk music? Awesome. That's cool, Jeff.
Very cool.
That's very cool, man. Paul singing Heaven's on Fire makes Billy Squire look like
Marlboro Man.
Dear Lord.
Just feel really bad to have that much chest hair and have to dye it.
That's right. Yes, do now. Yeah. Have you heard the solo? You've heard the solo albums, right?
Yes.
Which is your favorite?
I gotta say Ace Frehley's New York Groove is a really cool tune.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The song he didn't write. That wasn't his. That's a cover. That's a song was written by Russ Ballard.
But
band Argent. So I know way too much about Kiss.
That's good.
I see. I like Paul. I think Paul's got the best record. He's got the most variety. Like he's got everything on that record. Wish Upon a Star was my favorite. Wish Upon a Star. That's Gene actually cries at the end of that song. That's why you hear his voice crack. At least that's what he says. Dyed chest hair really sounds like too much maintenance.
Yes.
So New York Groove was the Arrows. The song was written by Russ Ballard. Crowbar. Paul carves abs into belly chest. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that half face. Yeah, the guy has no shame. Like none. Zero. Yeah, New York Groove is a cover song. That's right.
Well, I like it.
Yeah. No, it's cool. I'm not saying it's just funny the song you mentioned is the only one you didn't write on the record. Oh, the band that originally did the song was Hello. Yeah. Okay. All right.
Never heard of them.
Yeah.
But I might Google it now.
Yeah. I don't know the band. I just know it wasn't Ace didn't write it. Ace's version is way better.
Somebody just ordered one of your shirts, Sean Kennedy.
Thank you so much. You got the Blackie shirt. Cool. The original Blackie shirt. What does it say on the back, Sean? Is that the one that says I'm a hack and I'm okay? I think that's the one that says I'm a hack and that's what it says on the back of my shirt. Say, I'm a hack and I'm okay. Sleep all night and I work all day. It's basically I'm ripping off Monty Python, the Lumberjack song. That's where I got the idea. You know, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. Anyways, Monty Python reference. Okay. If no one has any further questions, I'll hang on here for a bit. We're going to wrap up the show. I want to thank Sandra for doing this.
Thanks for having me on. It was a lot of fun.
No worries. This is the All Kiss show on the All Kiss. No, I'm kidding. That's not going to turn us into an All Kiss channel. Although it would be pretty cool.
You could have a separate channel.
Oh, man. Yeah, one's enough. This is enough already for me. I already do this, and then I got the live wire. Oh, by the way, folks, there is no live wire show on Monday. Thank you for reminding me. There's no live wire show on Monday. We are taking the Monday off. Yeah. So, but the following week, as far as
don't let that stop you from subscribing to their channel, though.
No, subscribe to the live wires if you haven't. You should all subscribe to the live wires weekly music variety show, I guess, for lack of a better term. Check that out. That I don't have a link for below, but if you go on YouTube, just type in the live wires and it will appear. Yes. All right. Sandra, thanks so much for doing this.
Thank you.
Folks in the chat,
Hi,
hope you enjoyed a little bit of Kiss talk. Hopefully, you know, if it's a band that you've been, you know, give them a chance. 70s Kiss, man. Good stuff. It is good stuff. All right. Take care, everybody. Have a great rest. Oh, have a happy holiday weekend for you. Yeah, it's the July 4th, isn't it?
Stars and bars.
That's right, man. We had ours. Ours was Wednesday. Canada Day was Wednesday in the middle of the week. Yeah,
that's true. So happy belated Canada Day.
Yeah. All right, folks. Have a good one. We will catch you soon. Take care. Cheers.